Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are here at the Pew Pew Cafe as the doors open early here at the Pew Pew Cafe. We remind you that firearm culture isn't just about what you carry, it's about what you pass down. And today, man, we welcome you guys back to the Pew Pew Cafe, where a place where responsibility, gun ownership, and real conversations and community sit down at the same table. Day, man, I am excited. I'm elated to not really meet these guys. I met them before. They are what I consider my extended family. Keith, the father of two young boys. They are the 2A boys as a family. They're not just the 2A boys, they got a whole family, but they are an inspiration to a lot of us. And I'm fortunate enough to sit down with Grant, James, and Keith. I want you guys to help me welcome to the table at the Pew Pew Cafe, the 2A boys. So I have to start this question off, guys. I have to start this question off. And I'm going to give a round of applause first for you guys just being here. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Yes, sir. So I got to ask, man, I think we're all on the same time zone, but I have to ask this question, which is a staple. What's in the cup today?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Yep.
Hey, Grant, James, you guys ain't drinking coffee, are you?
Not yet. I mean, I thought about
Well,
it.
Grant, when we've got to get Grant amped up,
Coffee?
that's his
I
go-to.
think, yeah.
Okay, Grant.
Coffee and gummy bears.
I love it. I love it. Hey, that's right. That right there sounds like the go-go juice of the day.
That's right.
So, hey, so I got to ask, what kind of coffee, man? Are we putting cream in it? We going straight black? What are we doing?
As it is.
As it is. All right. Hey, that's what's in my cup today. Black
That's
coffee.
right. That's right.
Not an Irish coffee or any foo-foo-ness to it. Just straight black. Gets the wheels going. Gets the wheels
right.
going.
And it's an all-day thing.
Black coffee all day?
All day, yes.
Ooh wee, boy. Well, as much as you guys move around and travel, I'm telling you, because every time I'm seeing you guys move around, I'm amazed to see how much you guys are going and doing and visiting people and rubbing elbows, and you guys representing what the 2A really stands for, which is community. I love it. So, hey, we're going to get into this. So I got a couple of questions, man, because we need to let the world know a little bit more about you guys, man, and get you out there. And, man, once again, I'm happy to have you here at the Pew Pew Cafe. So, hey, I'm going to ask the first question, man, okay? And I might look off a little couple of times, but pay it no mind. I'm just trying to do what I do.
That's
all right.
Mhm.
So my first question is, Keith, how did you introduce firearms and firearm safety to Grant and James?
Well, it started on the sporting hunting side of things. Yeah, that's how I was raised. So of course I'm going to pass that on to my kids. Um, Firearms are such an essential tool, and that's what they are. They're a tool, just like a hammer or a saw. They're a tool, and they need to be treated as such. There's nothing special about them. Um, they're a tool that protects, feeds, and guards our family and others. So, to introduce them, I mean, they're 4 or 5 years old, they started shooting BB guns, started learning the 4 universal rules of firearm safety, and it grew from there.
Man, that's beautiful. I'm usually a little jealous because when my girls were very small, um, I was still very novice or didn't have a lot of experience myself as a grown man. So now that they're older, and me and my wife are instructors, we try to get them up to speed, and we wish we would have did it a lot earlier, like you guys. So, um, man, so was there a specific moment when firearms became more than just a hobby for the family? Did you get it where it was like, um, you were shooting BB guns, and then we're like, okay, we're going to the next stage? Or did they come to you and say, hey, Dad, I want to shoot that thing over there?
Well, firearms have never been just simply a hobby for me.
I see.
From my entire life, I mean, I shot competitively in high school. Uh, I I was reading Guns and Ammo magazine in elementary school and pulling Guns and Ammo magazine out of my backpack in 3rd grade. Well, how would where would I be if I did that now?
Yeah, not a good look.
Not a good look, but, here at our school, because we homeschool, that's never an issue, but being raised in a public school like I was, it would be an issue today. Um, but, I mean, going on from there, I worked behind a gun counter, uh, right at my senior year of high school and on through, after I graduated for a year or so. Um, it's just it's been a way of life, you know? So it's never been just a hobby, and it's always been just an essential part of how my family, uh, spent time together, um, had fun, and just being willy knowing that we have to do this to carry on our freedom
Nice.
because because we will lose that freedom if we don't carry it on, pass it on.
That's right. That's right. Man, I love that answer. That's a beautiful answer, honestly. So, how has firearms training like strengthened the bond with you and Grant and James?
Well, training together, it's taught work ethic to the boys, perseverance, doing hard things. You know, you know, when you challenge a kid, kids are far more capable when given the opportunity. So if you hide that opportunity from them, they're never gonna succeed with it or excel at it. So we've never babied the boys. And they get out. They don't just shoot guns as hard things. They get out and they work. They drive vehicles, they drive equipment, they split wood, they work around our place here and do they're men. We treat them that way and always have. And just the firearms part has been a part of that. And training with them has just it when you work alongside your kids, whether it be in work, like getting stuff done or actually training for something, doing hard stuff, it just builds a bond. You know, I can turn I know that if I'm in trouble, my boys are gonna be there
Yeah,
beside me because I've shown them the way, and other men that have come along with us have shown them the way and what it takes to do that. You know, I've speaking to other men and men that have been out earning a living with their firearms, which is something I've never done, but I carry a firearm every day, but they've actually had uh worked with them and that's how they've made their living, their career. Uh they referred to it as a Spartan method where other men come alongside and help raise your boys
yep.
to be men because I don't have all the knowledge. So I turn to a man that does have that knowledge. And we've been blessed through what we've done to meet men that have been there and done that. And they see the passion that these boys have for what they do. And they've taken them, brought them alongside and helped Paige and I raise these men to do to where they're at now.
Man, that's beautiful. You know, I would agree with you, especially on the Spartan effect. It's a it's a unity and it's a family. And some people say extended family. I just say family because family is family.
That's right.
So, that's beautiful and very well said. Well said. Uh, So I might be the first person asking you guys this. how did the name the 2A boys come about?
Paige and I were talking about that this morning. I mean, the Second Amendment, of course, is the focus there. You know, we we tossed it around the whole family and had some different options, ideas that were just too much, too complicated. And so we've got the 2 boys and the 2A, which, what's crazy is the question that we get, "What's 2A?"
Me too.
Or they'll call them the A2 boys, and these
Yeah.
are people that work in the industry. I mean, it doesn't happen too much, but we have had that question from people within the industry, "What's 2A?"
Really?
Yeah, it's like, "Come on, wake up now."
Yeah.
Like it starts,
So
2A. So
yeah. The 2A.
right.
It's your whole world. So, and so the 2A boys, it just it hit right, and it's simple, it's easy, and it's turned into a whole brand of the 2A family with the 2A girls and the 2A dad and the 2A mom. It's just become a thing that's recognized.
Absolutely. So, let me ask this question because I've seen a lot of content, James and Grant, I mean, you guys moving and grooving, running and gunning. Before I forget, 24 at the Guns Out TV Range Day event, one of you guys took away the uh, the rifle.
Henry?
Yes, the Henry. I was bidding for that, and you guys got that. So I've been a little jealous. So I'm gonna have to come out and at least touch it, shoot it, or do something like that because
Come on.
I think it would have looked really good on my wall. But anyway, so there's a little bit of jealousy there. So getting to that point, um, you guys send a message out there. So what do you want other families to take away from the content that you guys put out there? And that's a unity question because I think the boys, you guys do a lot of running and gunning. So like
Yep.
what message do you want other young men to see that what you guys are out there putting out in content?
Take that
You
first.
start now.
Okay. Really, we wanna encourage other families to and get out there and do it, because like I said earlier, it is our responsibility to carry on that freedom. Reagan said that our freedom is but one generation away from being extinct. And so that puts the responsibility on us as men to train our kids to pass that freedom on, because if we don't carry it on, we're going to lose it.
Absolutely.
And I hear a lot all the time of men at the range that they talk about their kids. And my question is, where are your kids? Why aren't they here with you? And I hear a lot of excuses a lot, but I just want to encourage them, because if we don't train our kids, at least the four universal rules of gun safety, educate them and and pass that on to them. If they don't want to take it where my boys have taken it as a passion and as a way of life, then that's fine. But they need the basic knowledge that it's a tool, that we have to it's a part of our freedom that we have to fight for, because if we lose that freedom, everything else goes with it. Because that one specific amendment, the Second Amendment, protects the rest of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Exactly. Freedom of speech, man. If you have a voice and somebody doesn't like what you're saying, one freedom protects other freedoms. And,
That's right.
so it's a whole thing. Um, I-
And that message, when I say passing on, training your kids to fight, it isn't just fighting with our hands or fighting with our arms. It's fighting with your voice, because the last thing we wanna do is have to fight physically or get in a gunfight. That's not what I'm trying to express here. It's training them to fight first with our voice.
Mhm. I like that. That's beautiful.
You know, we prepare for war, but we pray for peace.
Man, say it again. Say it again for the people in the back.
That's
So,
right. That's
yes,
right.
sir. So, so let me ask you, what is your biggest challenge with creating content? You know, for and I'd like to say your brand, but it's really your family. Your brand is your family. So, what's your biggest challenge there?
Biggest challenge, I mean, it's you know, you talk to other influencers, not just within the gun space, but all the whole social media world. Everything is content, but sometimes when you do it so much, you feel like you're getting repetitive or it gets boring.
Hmm.
So but you don't know what other people have seen, and but just keeping it creative in your own mind so you don't get burned out from it, that's a challenge.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, so I think I seen one recently where Grant and James are running what do you call it, close
Mhm.
quarters training,
Yeah.
and the way that you guys were moving so fluidly through there, man, I was very impressed. I don't know how many takes it took, um, but I was like, man, these guys, they don't ever stop. They are just moving and grooving, putting content out there, which is also um instructional, right? You're actually showing other young men and women, you know, that may be doing it, but they're seeing you guys do it and you're putting it out there, which is beautiful. The next question is, and Keith, I don't know if you or your wife chooses the content. I don't know who the content creator is, but
Mhm.
if you choose some content, and there's a disagreement between the three of you, James, you, and Grant, who usually wins? Who's like, who wins?
Well, Obama is the chief videographer, producer, editor, and she sits on the couch and puts it all together, um, all on her phone, and she'll show it to us, and most of the time it's pretty good.
Man, all the time that I've
Yeah,
seen, and
yeah.
honestly,
We don't it really there had unless I see like a blatant, like, "Oh, that didn't look good," as far as like a safety aspect or
mm,
something like that, better edit that out, or, um, but usually we don't have any major disagreements about too much.
Mm.
So, one thing that we've learned, and as the boys get older, they're losing the cuteness factor, you know? So you have to grow your content, evolve your content for that. Like
mm.
James has started doing some of the trick shot stuff,
Mhm.
kinda after what some other channels like Pew View and Honest Outlaw, those guys are doing. That ain't bad, and he's getting pretty good. But, so that's kind of a fun direction that we've gone. Um, Everybody loves Isla, our youngest. Wanna see her and what she does, and so that's been fun. And Grant, he's still the mini operator.
That's right. That's right.
So
Hey, I'd take them with me anywhere. I'm telling you. Honestly, all three of you guys. I mean, y'all can rock with me anytime. I'd actually be learning from you guys. So I don't get out to the range as much as I would like to, but you guys have a lot of cool stuff.
we've been blessed with a lot of opportunity.
Yeah,
So
and I
and we
did see
just
this.
we get, yeah, mama doesn't want them. She yells when they're shooting without a camera on them. So
Are you serious?
yeah, I'm dead serious. Yeah. Why aren't wait.
Shout out to mama because, I did see the trick shot. I did see the trick shot. And I'd first seen it by PewView
Yeah.
when he did his. So listen, let me tell you, you said the cuteness. Man, I can't go with the cuteness part, but I can go with the skill part. It cool factor of 10. Hey, props to you. I can't do it. I'll say that. So I don't know a lot of guys that I do see follow that same thing, or maybe I'm not following their channel, but
Mhm.
I'm always sharing your stuff. So, which I know a lot of people are.
Yeah,
So, shout out to mama for pushing the fact that you need to get that camera going.
that's right.
Cause you just never know. You never know. So,
Yeah.
shout out to her, which I think I did see that there is a 2A girls.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah.
yes. There sure is, and they made the top 5 list for the Gundies, this year, and, micro influencer.
Oh, the Gundy Awards, yeah. So I think is that mean the whole family is up for getting an award?
Well, the boys, they were nominated in Male Influencer of the Year. Didn't That was a heavy category. They were up against Coleon Noir and a couple other huge channels. So they did not make the top 5 in that one. But the girls, they made they were in the micro influencer category, which was a new category for this year, and they did make the top 5. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I
Come.
will tell you there was a category that I'm not sure if they were in or not, that I feel like they should have been in. I'll make the rules, you know. Um, but uh most dapper. You guys be stunting. Y'all be stunting on them. I see you. I see you. I'm not sure who picks the outfits out, probably mama, but
Oh, yeah.
hey, you guys got to give her mad props because you guys be I mean,
They clean up.
they clean up very well. It's almost like you're along with them. So
That's right. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm just dad.
I get it. I get it. So my next question is probably a tougher question, but probably a question that you get asked often
Mhm.
is what misconceptions about firearms and raising kids do you encounter?
That we're prepping for some kind of end of the world apocalyptic battle. Or that we live off the grid and that we're totally anti-government and just the list goes on. Um
Ah, I'm telling you, sometimes people are people, right?
Mhm,
So a lot of times, especially in this day and age, people are afraid of what they don't know or have
mhm,
no idea or clue about. So I can see that you guys may get that question often. When I share your video, sometimes it's like, man, he's got his youngest, his little ones out there. Those firearms are dangerous. And I
mm,
said, I'm sure he gets that question all the time. I said, but it's no different than teaching you know, a boy how to fish or a girl
mhm,
how to fish. There's
mhm.
a proper way to do it. There's a time and a place, you know. If it fits their hand, they can do it, right? So, um, my return question is, why aren't you training your kids that way?
That's right.
So, a lot of times that is what my response is. So,
Yeah.
you know, so I have a question for all, uh, an individual question for each one of you. So, Keith, what's your go-to firearm on the range?
Really, I carry a, Shadow Systems, the DR-920. That's my go-to war gun. Um, so that's what I'm generally training with when I'm actually out there training, myself. I don't The boys generally shoot more than I do when we're out there. but
Because you don't like having the camera on you all the time?
it just ammo, saving ammo, you know?
I get
But
it.
that is usually what I'm focused on running when I am shooting.
Nice, nice. So Grant, what firearm do you think every young, responsible gun owner should try?
Um, young as in how young?
Like your age, if there was a young male your age and one that you've shot, and hey man, you really got to try this.
Probably my Jacob Gray JG9.
Man, you went like
You
you realize that is like the one of the like eating a ribeye versus eating a bologna sandwich, right?
He goes straight for the top.
Yeah.
Jacob Gray, shout out to Jacob Gray. Hey,
Mhm.
honestly, I'm uh I'm an older gentleman and I haven't shot a Jacob Gray, so I'm gonna definitely give that a whirl because I want to know what you feel. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
shout out, shout out. So James, what is your favorite platform to shoot and why?
I would say the 2011 for like a competition, like doing trick shots, stuff like that. And but for like self-defense and like going to war gun, any like striker fired firearm, more like a Glock or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite gun that I shoot right now would probably be my Jacob Gray Hex, just because the stuff that they did to that, and we went up there and they polished all the rails and did a bunch of other stuff to it. So that right now is probably my go-to firearm.
Nice, nice. So Dad, uh EDC, what's your EDC setup look like?
Well, depending on the day, most of the time it's a Springfield Hellcat Pro.
Okay. Nice.
Um, and then, but I also carry that DR 920 Shadow Systems as well. It's just that's a full size uh, pistol, so it's a little harder to carry. But yeah, the Hellcat Pro, which is about the size of the like the 365, the macro, that same size pistol. It's got a full length hand grip on it and everything. It's a nice running gun.
So, you mentioned the Hellcat Pro,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you've ever experienced this. I experienced it, and it just, I guess, pushes my buttons sometimes.
Mhm.
Um, I think the Hellcat RDP came
Mhm.
out during the COVID era,
Yeah.
and I was gifted a Hellcat RDP from my wife,
Okay.
and then the Pro came out. I'm like, really, really? So,
That happened to me because I've got them both.
okay, okay. So which do you like better? I'm putting you on the spot.
The Pro, the bigger one,
The bigger one.
because of
Okay.
the full length grip, it slightly longer slide barrel,
Okay.
but
I,
it's slim enough to be comfortable to carry.
nice. I do find the RDP a little snappier. I don't
Yes.
know if that's the right terminology, but it's a little snappier.
Yeah.
Best word I got today. So
Yeah.
until I get my second cup of coffee in me, that's what I got.
Mhm.
So so let's go on to what I like to call the rapid fire round, okay?
Hey,
Are you guys big movie watchers?
a little bit.
A little bit,
A little
yeah.
bit?
Huge, yeah.
Okay. So, um, let's go with the rapid fire round and see how you guys the world wants to know, okay?
Oh,
So, preference, indoor outdoor range, red dot or iron sights?
Red dot.
Red dot.
but
Iron sights you need to know.
you need to know.
You
Iron
need to
sights
know.
are, yeah,
Okay. EDC light, must have or optional?
must have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anybody can carry one. Grant can carry one. You can take them on an airplane. You do whatever you want, and they hit pretty hard.
Yeah. 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 Right. Range day with family or range day with friends?
um.
Hmm.
Well, we have such a large family within the firearms community. I'd say family.
Nice.
They might not all be family by blood, but most
Yeah.
of them are family.
That's right. That's right. You can't choose where family comes from, but you can choose who is your family.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Worst range habit you've seen someone teach their kid. This for you, Keith.
Um, just dumping mags to shoot, I mean, to waste ammo instead of having a purpose.
Yep. I so you mentioned that you used to hunt, right?
Mhm.
And so
Still do.
is still do. Okay. So is there a habit when hunting that uh you've seen young people, teenagers, let's say, um, do that you just wonder where that bad habit comes from? Is there one specific thing?
A
Hmm.
lot of it comes, yes. Nobody teaches kids etiquette, as
Mm,
being in the woods or out on the in the duck marsh or anything like that. It's become they they just yeah. I used to I had a tracking dog and I'd track deer for guys that if they were mainly archery season, if they shoot a deer and they can't find it, and a lot on public land, and just the selfishness that society has, that thinking that they can that other people's spots don't matter, or just because I'm here, you can't be here. It just I've seen them come to blows over this, and it
really?
just yeah, it's ridiculous. And so that would the etiquette part is the worst that I've seen.
I think a lot of people want to understand the importance of etiquette.
Mhm.
So when my wife and I teach the concealed carry class here in Michigan, um, we'll see people use the terminology even as we're teaching. Um, what would they call it a clip. They say the clip, and I'm like, it just I cringe when they say the clip, and I'm like, it's not a clip, it's a mag, it's a magazine, and so I'm like, if I could deduct points off this test, so so I'm not really sure the laws there in Florida, but here it's I guess it's not too much different, um, but terminology and etiquette with firearms and safety, really go hand in hand.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I definitely understand what you're saying. And one of the other things I guess I have to ask, so besides shooting firearms, do you guys also be out there with the bow?
Used
Yeah,
to.
not so much anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up, that's how I was into archery as a kid,
Mhm.
pretty heavy, and, through the years, I mean, I've always bow hunted. Bow hunting down here in Florida is very hot and sweaty.
I see.
So, you have to be really into it, and there's been years I have been into it and other years that I don't care. I've got other things to do. But, it's, yeah, I've got a couple different bows. James has a bow. Grant hadn't gotten into the archery side too much yet.
So can you do the trick shot with the bow like James did?
I don't know, we gotta
No.
try.
Content coming,
Yeah,
content coming.
yeah, let's see, or maybe we could blend the 2.
Take it to mama, make sure the
That's
camera's
right,
set up, and,
that's right,
James, we putting you on the spot at this point, now you gotta make the shot.
that's right.
So, the road ahead. Where do you see the 2A boys in the next few years?
Well, I mean, starting this year in 2026, they're hitting the competitive road and jumping into that world pretty hot and heavy. They've got some corporate sponsors. Jacob Gray is sponsoring them. That's one of their main title sponsors, and along with a few other companies. Um, One of Jacob Gray's big dealers, Earl Street Tactical, uh, has partnered with us, and then you might know him, Batcave Ballistics, Mike. He was at Guns Out. He's got that Humvee. he's supporting and another brand outside of the firearms industry, Raising Alphas Project. They're a brand that, is about raising future leaders. Uh, they've supported us along with some other smaller companies, um, FRCC, First Responder Coffee and Cigar.
Ooh,
He
I've not heard
he's
of that.
plugged in with us. He's from down here, Brent Tucker, a former Delta operator in Green Beret, uh, and has that coffee and cigar company. So
I like it when you
huge
say it's
support.
coffee and cigar. I was a fan or a fan when you said it. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, fan
Th
check.
Yep, that's right. Check him out.
Yeah,
FRCC.shop is his website.
I will be on it at some point today. So,
And he just started, the to go along he's a cask company. He just started a bourbon line as well, so.
so I'm I'm saying this. So this is the Pew Pew Cafe, right? So where we do talk about firearms, cigars, and bourbon, all three of my favorite. Um, so I will definitely have to try to get him on the show because I have been to a couple of distilleries and been to a couple of tobacco places where I'm fascinated with the process. So it'd be thank you for shouting them out,
Yeah,
and I'll have to look them up and see if I can't get them on the show along with you.
for
So
sure.
the next question that I have, any plans for training programs, speaking events, or collaborations um, within the first 2 months of 2026? Because you
Yeah,
guys are everywhere.
yeah, I'm speaking, we'll be at SHOT, um, and then I'm speaking at an event here, in Florida, not far from us, called the 2A Freedom Fest. I'll be speaking there, that's in February. Um, we're always collaborating. That's how we've grown our channel, being, in the on mainstream social media, kids and guns, you know how well they get along with that. They really love us. I'm being facetious. The mainstream social media hates kids and guns. But, through collaborating with bigger channels, that's how we've grown our channel to where it is now. So we're always collaborating with other people and other channels online. Um, and that's really the competitive thing is probably gonna be one of our main focuses for this year. I really wanna see where they can where the boys can go with it. Uh,
Nice.
they've they've both got it. They're coming into the competitive world ahead of a lot of other newer competitive shooters. Um, there's a few hurdles they've gotta jump over, but as soon as they get those in their mind and get get their minds wrapped around the stage planning and that all that sort of thing, the strategy part, they're just they're gonna rock. So,
Yep, no doubt in my mind whatsoever. So, how can parents introduce firearms responsibility to their children? What would you advise them on?
um, make a game with Nerf guns or just the plastic, orange safety gun,
Hmm.
uh, things. Just, start teaching the 4 universal rules with those. I mean, just finger off the trigger, muzzle discipline, all that sort of thing. And just keep it fun, keep it light, but if they break one of the rules, the game's over for the time.
I like
So,
that philosophy.
yeah,
Yeah,
they can do that in a very safe environment, and then as the kid matures, then they can start introducing BB guns, 22s, that sort of thing. But
nice,
if they're not comfortable training their kids, teaching their kids they're on their own, find somebody that they trust to do it for them. But
nice,
the key is doing it. Educate them. Don't hide it from them. Don't make it a mystery. Take the mystique out of it, and then the accidents won't happen.
So, James and Grant, do you guys have friends and buddies who are interested in what you do, what you guys are doing, and the places you're going? And how do you engage them on how to start doing what you guys do?
Well, I honestly, I didn't have this sounds crazy. I didn't have many friends my age until about 2 years ago, I'd say. Just because like when the other kids are like playing ball and like doing football and stuff, I was out working on a range training 18 hours a week basically.
Mm.
So up till then, the friends that I have had have trained with me, but recently my friends, they mostly, I don't tell them a lot about it unless they ask, but when they do ask, I explain it to them and they think it's very cool. I have got to shoot with a few of them, and they follow us on Instagram and they find it very cool. But other than that, yeah, I haven't had many of my friends really ask questions about it. It's just, yeah.
Do they um do they ask you, is it dangerous?
Haven't actually got that question, but I do see, like, they don't ask the question, but I know that they're thinking that. And usually it's just like, I show them videos and I tell them what's going on, and it's just like, yeah, that's what I've been doing for a long time. So yeah, it's just I hang out with a lot of cool people and do a lot of cool things, but we do it safely. And that's the safety is what matters with it. It's like you can't do all this stuff without being safe.
Absolutely. Grant, same question, buddy.
Most of my friends are 40-year-olds.
You know, we get that question a lot as a homeschool family. Uh, they don't have a lot of friends that are their own age, you know.
Yeah.
And it's funny. Grant's birthday is 2 days before Christmas, and so we would call. We always have a bonfire out in front of the house here, and buddies come over, and we'd call Grant's buddies, and they're all grown men. But they show up, that's for sure. For Grant, they do anything.
Got nods.
Yeah, they show up with really cool toys.
Sure. Well, Grant, Michigan is a long way away from Florida, but
Yeah.
hey, man, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 12 this year.
12 years old.
12 years old, but he's a 42
Going on
42-year-old man trapped in that little 12-year-old body.
Hey, that's all right. I got a 3-year-old grandson here, and some of the conversations that come out of young people these days, that they're just born older.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's a technology thing or what. So, um, he could tell me more about sharks than I ever knew. So
That's right. That's right.
So, let's see. Where can listeners follow and support 2A Boys?
Well, we're on all the socials as the 2A Boys. We've got a website, the2aboys.com. Where else?
Yeah, Instagram,
Instagram, all the socials,
YouTube, TikTok,
Facebook.
X,
But
pretty much all the socials is where you can find us at.
yeah.
Yeah, our biggest is Instagram.
Biggest.
That's where you'll see the most. But our YouTube channel has some pretty interesting stuff. And then just Google the 2A Boys, and we pop up.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
And you know what's crazy? Ask GPT about us, and that is getting really interesting.
You know, in the society that we live now, you pretty much can AI anything.
Huh?
But one of the things, guys, Grant, James, that I could tell you and I'm not sure if you asked AI, but I'm going to tell you the coolest guy that you guys know is sitting right in between the two of you. So even when you don't think he is because he's not giving you the answer you may want, he's still the coolest guy in the room. Believe that. So
Thank you.
shout out to you, Dad. You know, we
Thank you.
we older gentlemen have to hold each other down, you know.
That's right.
Separate question for all of you. Is there a firearm that you would like to shoot that you haven't shot yet? What's your go-to? I gotta try this one.
What's that new one that Nick was shooting? The one that looks like an alien, the logo?
Oh, yeah. I
The
don't remember what it's called, the
yeah,
dragon or
dragon or something like that. Yeah.
Hmm.
Pewview did a video on it. It's a whole different design of a 9 mil pistol,
Okay.
semi-auto pistol. It's just it's total new innovation.
Okay. Grant, what about you?
That's a tough question for
Yeah.
these boys because they've done so much.
Yeah. Everything I'm thinking of, I've shot. Um,
I like to run MP7 more.
yeah, Knox.
The Knox 9, the Jacob Gray Knox 9
Uh-huh.
is one we're real excited about. And
Got to run that a little bit,
yeah,
but
Yeah.
it's still one of the best 2011s on the market, I would say.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yep. 2011s are the cat's meowing today. Today's society. I haven't shot a lot of them. I've shot some of them. I'm a big fan of staccato, of course.
Mm.
Um, However, I haven't shot the Jacob Grays or, a lot of the other
once you
platforms.
once you start diving into the world beyond staccato, it
Mhm.
just your eyes are gonna just open wide.
I think the phrase that you are referring to is rabbit hole.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, it runs deep.
yes, I think I was talking to John Keys right
Yes,
before Christmas. We did a
right.
show, and he was mentioning the Kimber, the newest Kimber.
Yeah, we shot the Matador, and if you go on Fan of Them, we just did an episode that he dropped last week or 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
That we're and he did a story on it on his YouTube, the Kimber Matador. It's very nice shooting gun.
So I definitely will be riding you guys' coattail. So I may pop up at some of the same places you are at just
Sure.
because I'm not sure how you guys move, but I am jealous, and it tells me that I gotta be moving like you guys move. You guys are an inspiration, hands
Thank you.
down. Your daughter, seen her running and gunning, and honestly, she shoots better than 99.1% of the people I know here.
Yeah.
You were talking about misconceptions and I've dealt with it a lot where you'll go to a range that'll have some kind of age restriction. And the first thing that somebody tells me is, no, they're not old enough. I have to tell them to back up a minute. And, an 8-year-old that understands the 4 universal rules of gun safety is far more proficient and safer than a 26-year-old that's never heard them. But they don't question that 26-year-old when he walks up to the firing line by himself and flags the whole line.
Mhm.
Seen it a lot. Seen it a
Yep.
lot in different ranges where I don't think people take caution and safety. They don't put it first,
Right.
where they're just trying to be cool.
Yep.
And being too cool and not safe, you're in danger.
That's how people die.
Yeah.
Correct. Correct.
And that's how accidents happen.
Mhm.
But those are accidents that are devastating.
Absolutely.
They're accidents with firearms are unacceptable. There's no such thing as an accident with a firearm because if you if you break one of those 4 rules, or you can get away with breaking 1 most times. If you break 2, bad things happen,
Yes.
but
And
you shouldn't be breaking any of them.
you shouldn't break any of them. You know, I think people misconstrue age in
Mhm,
firearms,
mhm.
where a young person could be safer than a person 20, 25, 50,
That's right.
40, you name it. Um,
That's right.
so I think a lot of times society has a way of thinking that young people aren't safe or don't know. And in today's society, in today's world, young people are more aware and more safe than you think they are. Just because information nowadays is so prevalent. So having um, people doing what you do, what the 2A boys are doing, what the 2A girls are doing, and bringing awareness, you know, I think you guys are doing an excellent job of educating people.
Thank you.
Grant, James, man, you guys are showing young
Appreciate it.
people, not just men and female, not male and female, young people, that there is another sport. It's called the shooting sports.
Right.
People put a lot of time and energy into baseball and football and basketball and things of that nature, track. That the shooting sports is a real thing. So,
Mm,
and it's not going away. It's been around for a long time, but now it's becoming more mainstream and more visual, um, than people realize. And you have to train. Yeah, it's no different than practicing and saying, "I shot 1,000 jumpers today in basketball." Or you say, "I shot 1,000 rounds, before noon." So like so. Um, however, I'm not telling you guys to run out and do that because ammo isn't cheap, like Dad said. However, you guys are perfecting a craft. You're perfecting a culture, and shout out to mom and dad for that. So I'm sure I'm not saying anything that you don't already know.
right.
So um so Keith, Grant, and James, what does the Second Amendment mean to your family? I think James answered it earlier, but I'd like to know from each one of you. And Grant, if it's a huge question, man, get help from that cool dude sitting next to you.
Yeah.
You wanna go first? Like I said, the Second Amendment protects all the rest of our rights. It was written to protect us from a tyrannical government. But, the right to being able to protect yourself, feed your family, and pursuit of happiness, that's a God-given right. And so that's why our founders wrote that into our founding documents to ensure that we will be free. And it takes it takes arms to protect that freedom.
That's right. And very well put. And James, he put you in a tough spot because you're up next, man. You gotta follow that.
Yeah. I'd say that the Second Amendment is it's what protects us. Like I said, what you said, like the Second Amendment is what protects all of it's what backs up all the other amendments. Like the First Amendment, like if you're gonna say if you can say whatever you want, but that doesn't mean somebody's not gonna get ticked off, and you have to have the Second Amendment to back that up. So
Very well put. So I will say this, guys, man, I sincerely appreciate you guys taking the time coming on here, walking through the virtual doors of the Pew Pew Cafe. Um, I know we had been planning on this for a while, and I apologize for it taking so long.
No.
But
no,
man, you guys, once again, I think I've said it a lot. You guys are an inspiration. Keep doing what you're doing and showing the world that education, firearm safety, shooting sports, and the family culture is there and it's real.
Mhm,
And at the end of the day, we have family. We have a right to protect those family. We have an obligation to protect those family. We have a duty to protect family. And family is not just what's in the doors of your home. I'm your family. You're my family. There's a whole bunch of other cool people you have got to meet that I'm hoping to meet through you guys that will be part of my family as well. So,
Yes.
you guys are an inspiration. So
Thank
I will definitely be praising and preaching your name and things like that. And if you guys don't know, please once again tell us your Instagram name, and how people can find you guys.
So one last thing before we do that, our channel, people see the guns, and the guns bring and attract people. But what I've learned over the past 4 years of doing this is that what people really truly want to see is the interaction of our family,
Yes,
and how we've raised our kids. Not, I mean, the main focus has been the boys, but when respected men from all walks of life, not just people that look like us, people that look like you, when they come to me and say, we need to see this, our society needs to see this, keep doing what you're doing, that's what our channel is about. It's not the guns.
that's right. You said it earlier. The guns is a tool,
Yep.
you know, and you guys are a conduit of the
Yep.
tool. So, I love seeing it. I love seeing just the family structure and what you and your wife have built.
Right.
So, a lot of times people hear the 2A boys, but there is a stronger presence, which is mom and dad. So it's beautiful. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Thank-
So
So you can find us on all the socials: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, at the 2A boys. But we have the whole 2A family, the 2A girls, the 2A dad, the 2A mom, and even our dog, one of our dogs, 2A Tootsie. And www.the2aboys.com.
nice. Well, if I see 2A Tootsie out there doing a trick shot, James, I mean, you gotta step your game up. You gotta step your game up. And James, you're gonna make a bunch of money off of Tootsie doing the trick shot, I'm telling you. So, but hey, in today's society, man, I would not be super duper shocked. I would probably be amazed, but I'm seeing things that I've never seen before. So,
Yeah.
man,
It's
once again,
probably
hey,
AI.
it's probably AI. It's probably AI. Oh, yeah. Everything is probably AI, right? So, well, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed New Year's, which is right around the corner. Grant, once again, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
I don't know if you got turned up in the house, got jiggy with it. I'm not sure, but if you deserve it, man, I'm telling you. So keep doing what you guys are doing. Mom, Dad, James, Grant, you guys are an inspiration. Keep doing it. So we appreciate
Thank
you. Thank you for walking through the doors of the Pew Pew Cafe. Once again, guys, here's the 2A boys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds good.
Sounds
All
good.
right.